Well, hi there, everybody, and good Thursday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here. A very warm, muggy start to our morning. It's really going to be the last of the hot and humid weather for a little while now, as things will start to cool off a little bit. But today's also our best chance of rain that we have for a while now. Speaking of the heat and humidity, a heat advisory in place today. The orange shaded areas of southeast Nebraska and northeastern Kansas for this afternoon and during the early evening, as heat index values could be up around 105 to 110. Later on this afternoon. So very uncomfortable and could be somewhat dangerous out there later on today when it comes to the amount of heat and humidity we'll be dealing with. Now, a cold front is going to be approaching from the northwest today, and that is going to spark off the chance of a few showers and thunderstorms already this morning, but a better chance by this afternoon. A couple things we'll have to watch for: some isolated severe thunderstorms, especially if we get some supercell thunderstorms to develop, and also pockets of heavy rainfall with any slow-moving heavy thunderstorm activity out there. Again, the front should be on the doorstep or making its way through the Tri-Cities by late this afternoon into this evening, and will continue to press southeastward later in the night here. So the chances of rain best in the Tri-Cities later this afternoon into the evening hours, and then farther southeast that chance gets better into the evening and overnight hours. But even after midnight, chances of showers and storms not completely done yet. We could still keep a few around late into the night. By tomorrow, just down to a slight chance of an isolated shower or weak thunderstorm out there. A little cooler, still somewhat humid, not as humid as today out there for your Friday, as that drier air continues to work its way southeastward. So we'll actually see dew points drop during the day. And our chances of rain much lower tomorrow, but get even lower for the rest of the 7-day forecast. Now, if we do see strong to severe thunderstorms, the best chance would be in eastern Nebraska, where there's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms, really east of the Grand Island, east of Highway 281. Is where we have that chance. But everybody else under a marginal risk of severe storms, so there's still a chance for the rest of the area. Large hail damage and winds the primary threat. There is a small threat of maybe an isolated tornado, mainly in eastern portions of Nebraska. Highs for today topping out in the mid to upper 80s and lower 90s. Again, keep in mind some places that either get rain or that have that front pass through, we'll see some temperatures likely falling later on today, especially north and west of the Tri-Cities, upper 80s, lower to mid 90s out west, and then most of the rest of us topping out in the low to mid 90s for today. Better chances of rain later in the day in the south and in the east. Now for the next 7 days in the Tri-Cities, things get pretty uneventful after today and tonight. Just a small chance of rain tomorrow, a little cooler in the 80s, more typical temperatures for this time of the year. We expect mid 80s. That's what's expected in mid-August. But we'll also see a pretty dry stretch of weather coming through the weekend and through the early and middle portions of next week. Maybe a hit or miss shower or storm there. Best chances out west over the weekend, but most of us, again, are going to stay on the dry side. And those overnight lows into the early morning hours are going to be a little more comfortable as well. Upper 50s, lower to mid 60s, not quite so warm like what we're seeing out there this morning, where many of us are well into the 70s. So there you go, again, very active after a hot and humid day today, and then things turn much quieter, but also much more comfortable beyond today. So there's your forecast for today. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski, and I hope you have a great Thursday.